confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And the offense picks up the first down, and now guess what? 1st and goal, man. In another situation where can I be the more physical team? This is what decides football games most of the time. Like, I can't get 3s. I can't get 0 coming down here. I got to be physical, be able to run the football, punch it in. 1st and goal, these opportunities come around for these offenses.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Clemson's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals. individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've already proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Works the middle of the field. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coach
turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense
lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we
breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now. What opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Knowles! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Clemson is quick to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hurley. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Touchdown Seminoles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Release to the back. Just a bit of a misfire as they can't make the connection. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Moves away as he feels pressure. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear.
Brings it in down the left side. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run to the left. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Hurley. Across the 25. He's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got it in the middle. It's Cochran. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Of 10.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on them, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Lining up to convert third down. They just keep firing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
He's got it on the outside. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He'll pull it down and run. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Let's see what they've got on second down. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Makes the catch. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have.
Touchdown, Knowles! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He is... And, David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The give on the option. Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Turning it on! And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Back to pass, it's Rhodes. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Clemson, 7.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go into the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking